how this Roblox One Piece game died in 24 hours. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but I can't think of another game that's died in that little of time. So how did this game go from being called the Railseas Killer to not even having 500 players in about 24 hours? So today we're going to be discussing the downfall of Pirates Destiny and if it really deserved to die. First, I want to talk about the release of Pirates Destiny and why it released at such a bad time. A lot of people believe that just because the platform is dry right now, you can release almost anything and succeed. And if I'm being completely honest here, that's pretty much true. But even with that being said, this game still chose a really bad time to release. And I would honestly go as far to say as for a One Piece game specifically, this is probably one of the worst times to release. And the main reason is because there's been so many other One Piece games right now. For example, if you look at my channel, I pretty much cover every new Roblox anime game, and if you look at it, it looks like I only cover One Piece games right now because that's all that's been releasing. A few weeks ago, we got a new game called One Piece New Dreams, and that was a big disappointment to a lot of people. And then shortly after that, we got another One Piece game called Haze Piece. And although a lot of people don't like that game, it still had a lot of success. But a third One Piece game releasing just after these two actually really hurts it like a lot, more significantly than you probably even think. Because think about your average Roblox player or even you yourself. You see two Roblox One Piece games releasing, you might try both of them out and they either disappoint you or one of them you really actually end up liking. So let's say you didn't end up enjoying Haze Piece or One Piece New Dreams. Then you see a third, you're a lot less likely to even try it out because you're tired of these new One Piece games that just look pretty mid. Or let's say you tried out one of them and you actually ended up enjoying it. If you actually enjoy one of the games, it hasn't been enough time for you to stop playing that one specific game, so either scenario, you're probably not going to want to play this new game. And I think that's most likely why so little people even tried out Pirates Destiny. But that explains why a lot of people didn't try out the game in the first place, not why the people that did try out the game left the game so fast. I'm not going to lie, probably the biggest reason so many people left are the bugs in this game were absolutely ridiculous. I played the game a few days before release and I said, I don't know how many of these bugs they can fix in a few days because it was really bad. But I'm not gonna lie, it looked like they didn't even touch any of them, like it was the same exact game I played a few days ago. They had the same bug where a lot of the bosses get bugged and you can't hit them anymore. There's still this really bad bug that I didn't even put in my video because I was like, oh, it's probably something with the servers right now because there is no way this is gonna be in the actual game. And that was this bug where you would just get TP'd randomly to where you were like 5 minutes ago or under an island and things like that. I'll put it on screen right now so y'all know what I'm talking about. It happened to Dizzle and he literally hopped off the game because of it, and I'm sure a lot of other people did as well because it was happening like every 5 seconds. Another thing I mentioned at the time was the game was not optimized to be played with a lot of people, or at least I thought it wasn't at the time. I wasn't 100% sure at the time, but now that I've actually played the game in public release, I know for 100% it's not. For example, in this game there's a main quest line and you'll fight bosses in the main quest line, but the problem with these bosses is only one person can get credit, whoever gets the last hit. So if you're in a public lobby with 10 people that just joined on release of the game, it's gonna take you guys 10 bosses for all of you guys to get credit. And the bosses have really long respawn times in general, so you have to wait a long time in between bosses. And since you have to follow the main quest line, you're pretty much forced to sit there and hope you get that final hit before someone else does. And if I just spawn in the game and it's taken me 3, 4, 5 times to get done with one quest that should have only taken me like 5 minutes, I don't see why I wouldn't leave the game. When I first played the game, I thought it was really beginner friendly and I thought it would do good because of that, but the bugs and all of the issues with being TP'd and whatnot really counteracted all of the good things they had for beginners. The only things I seen in this game that I personally thought were pretty cool was the raid system. It was very story-like, or at least more story-like than most One Piece games. And the fruits were relatively unique. They still didn't have that many fruits, but a lot of them had unique abilities that you don't see in most games on Roblox. But if you don't realize, both of those things are late game things. They're not early game or mid game, they're late game. So to even get to the good and unique parts of the game, you have to play through hours of trash gameplay that's bugged and just messed up in general. So now if I'm being honest, it doesn't sound that crazy for the game to flop as bad as it did. And the game just seems like another game that had potential, but just seems like it kind of got given up on midway through. I think even if they fixed just a few things, the game would be doing a lot better than it is currently. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think, if you agree or disagree, or if you're even interested in One Piece games anymore, or at least besides Railseas. If y'all mess with my content, hit the like and subscribe button, and I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Later.
Life. There's Roblox.